dirty Wii. Hello and welcome back to this. So this is my childhood Wii, and today we're pretty much going to be doing the same thing we've always done on this channel, is putting Linux on shit where it's not supposed to belong. Apparently, again, this is supposed to have an X server, and it's apparently based on Debian, which I don't really know if that's really a thing, because this is based on PowerPC, but we'll see.
Okay, so first off, I have a better mic, I got a tripod, and now you won't be able to hear me mash my keyboard. And also, I need to prepare my SD card to be used with BootMe, because I originally modded my Wii like years and years ago, like 5 years ago I think, in like 2019, and I used a USB back then because I haven't fixed my SD card at the time. It's fixed now, but I need BootMe for the Linux install because it uses something with BootMe to boot into the Linux kernel. So I will be right back once I do all this stuff. So apparently all I need to do is to relaunch the HackMe installer to get the SD card ready, is insert the SD/USB to your PC, which I have right here, freshly formatted with Rufus, and I need to extract this onto the same SD card into the apps folder, which doesn't exist, so I'll create it now. I think I need to make a HackMe installer v1.2. I think that's what it was called. There's an underscore there. I want that to. You know what? The whole goal of this video, we're not having anything go wrong. HackMe-installer.
Oh god, it's underscore for everything. Is there a point there? Yeah, it's 1.2.
Okay, so now we eject it from here. We do the same scuffed method for the video capture.
What I meant by scuffed, I need to have a shim of some sort, so I'm just gonna use some old piece of tape, because I tried to mash when I was like 4 or like 6 or something, a mini SD card in there. If you don't know mini SD card, it's kind of like a hybrid between a big size SD card like this and a micro SD card. It's kind of like a middle term, and it did not work, and I needed to use a screwdriver to get it out, and it kind of broke the locking mechanism, so I kind of just have to, you know, just persuade it in there. Then eventually it'll show up there. So
that, and we try and mash it back into the console. So now, to move my microphone back and see if I can get this to work. Okay, the homebrew channel. Okay, we're launching. HackMe installer 1.2. No description, sounds good. Hopefully this works. Okay, that looks good. It's loaded it properly. Now let's see if my Wiimote will reconnect. It is not, for some reason. Can you please connect? Why is this not working? I know I need to wait 30 seconds on this screen. Okay, my Wiimote just connected. Okay, so now we press 1 to continue. Okay, that sounds good. It can be installed as iOS, it said that. So we go BootMe, install BootMe as iOS. I have an SD card. Yes, continue. So apparently I had it before, but okay, return to the main menu, exit. So now it should throw me back into the homebrew channel. And now let's see if we can just launch BootMe regularly without all the Linux stuff. So it should boot me into the regular. Okay, we have BootMe. I'm pretty sure you use the reset button to select. So now it should boot me into the regular Wii menu. I hit the reset button on my console, and we're in. Okay, that looked good. Now let's go back and let's try and get Linux onto this SD card. Initially, I thought I was going to use this little Weebrew article here, and it's just, all these links are dead, man. Just, it goes into an error is encountered. I go over here, error has been encountered. So I found this little GBA temp article here. It says, don't use the 2009 method, which I assume was that was. This was back in 2020, still 4 years ago, but honestly, it's probably better. Insert an SD card, FAT16, SCHC above 4 gigabytes. Wait, why does it need to be FAT16? Hold on, what? To your desktop where you finish the tutorials. Okay, so you know what? Let's just start with downloading this stuff. Apps in white full Linux. It's MediaFire, so I can only download one at a time. Okay, I will come back when this is fully downloaded. Okay, so let's just extract both of these into this little folder I created here. And this is kind of weird instructions. Okay. To the folder when you finish the tutorials above. So insert SD card. Okay, so let's turn off the Wii. turn this off. Unplug it out of the Wii. Plug it back into the computer. Be right back. So we're plugged back into the computer. We now have this, whatever this stuff is. This is from BootMe. I didn't really do anything with that. And copy the bootly folder from your desktop. Unzip the Wii Linux folder onto a FAT32 formatted USB pen drive. So I need a USB drive too. Okay, well I have one right here that I can just plug this into. A lot of USB, and honestly I don't know if I have the ports for it, so I will be right back. So this is the USB I used actually for the last Xbox video. So I think we can just bye. And now this is a FAT32 formatted, so we can go back to the files here, copy kernel white full and X white to this. I believe that's what this said. Unzip the Wii Linux zip file. That was all in there. Okay. Insert the SD card slot in the Wii. Install the USB flash drive into USB 0 slot. USB 0 is located. Okay, so what do I do with... Copy the BootMe folder. I do not have a BootMe folder. Where is my BootMe folder? What? I have no idea how we're supposed to launch BootMe on this. Insert an SD card, FAT16. I don't know how to format something as FAT16. Who the fuck uses that? I'll be right back when I figure this stuff out. So I have a BootMe folder here from when I installed BootMe. I'm just gonna like leave it all as it is, and I think I'm gonna pull everything off of this SD card. I'm gonna reformat it as FAT16, and then I'm gonna put everything back and hope for the best. So let's figure out how we can use FAT16. I think we can do it through here. So where's my Wii SD card? Delete volume. I didn't even pull it off yet. Ooh, I'm so smart. So let's go here, Wii Linux. Let's pull everything off. I just realized I just merged all the files. Can I like undo that? What the hell did I just do? I have a BootMe folder still, and I have an apps thing. I'm just gonna fuck it, Wii ball. I don't know what I just did. New simple volume. Oh my god, XFAT and NTFS. Alright, so now let's just do some mild Googling. Okay, so I think we just need to use disk part, so... Okay, so let's exit out of disk part, check this. So we have F. Okay, so we have SD card F. So there's no file system on it. Do we have it? We do. Okay. So let's see what did this one on it? What do we extract to U? Okay, copy from the apps folder from the apps zip inside the Wii Linux zip to the SD card. Okay, so apps needs to go to the SD card. So we go here, we go BootMe. Let's copy BootMe over here. We have BootMe, and now we go apps. I don't know where that went last time, so we're just gonna go apps. White Linux installer. I really hope I'm doing this right. And then we have the White Linux installer. And then we have this, which has kernel tar BZ2. So I think now we go back to the Wii. We insert the USB, and then we insert my keyboard, and we insert literally everything. And we pray for the best. I think that's what we do now. Alright, we're starting up the Wii now. I mean, I didn't really do anything to it yet, so let's just hope it works. So we are in here. Let's plug in the keyboard now. I have the USB and everything plugged in. I just need to use the keyboard. Move it from my main PC to the Wii. If it will want to go in. It went in. Okay, so let's move this back. Okay. Where's... Oh my gosh, I hate the pointer. Okay. The homebrew channel. Woohoo! White Linux installer. Load. Okay, that's a good sign. Okay. And it sees my keyboard. Erase the contents of the SD card inserted into the front slot of the Nintendo Wii. Isn't the app contained on the SD card? Okay, let's just go. Let's see what happens. I tried without luck. Sorry, what? I have everything on there, and it sees the USB drive. Missing root FS. Kernel. Can I just like go through without it? Rating for hot plug device to settle. It's gonna do the same thing. What if I just rename the kernel and the root FS into these things? I think I'm gonna do that. I will. Let's go try that now. Okay, so this is when it wanted. So the kernel is right here. So we'll do debian-etch-4.0 plus wheat 0.1. Oh wait. That might have been bad because that was on a tar BZ2. Let's see what this is. Okay, this looks like a root FS. This is the root FS. Okay, but what is this? The kernel with boot me? I thought I had that on the SD card already, so I'm going to assume that if I go back over here to my files, that was the kernel tar BZ2. Okay. This is the root FS. This BZ2 image. So this white Linux SPC. Oh, this was just that. Okay, and now this looks like the kernel. That looks right to me. Let's try this again now. Okay, so we're back here. Let's see if this will work. I renamed all these files. Probably shouldn't have, but it's whatever. Okay, so I found it. Please do not remove the SD card or any USB device. The installer will need access to these from now on. Yes. Okay, we have instructions for this here. So, okay. Use the keyboard arrow navigate, enter accept, set OK fat allocation recommended 256 megabytes. Okay, so tab OK. RVL SDA1 and RVL SDA2. Okay, that sounds good to me. I hope this is loaded into RAM. Okay. It's actually doing it. It's doing it. So this apparently will take a very long time and has a built-in screensaver, which is pure black. So we will be back when this actually does something. So bye-bye. Okay, so we now have white Linux on my SD card. I can now launch it using the white Linux system from the homebrew channel. Although we are not supposed to do that. You see, someone who does not do their research. I definitely did so much research, guys. By that I mean it says when it says done, it will reboot. Eject it and get this file. We'll be using this kernel thing or whatever. So I think we just reboot it. We hit yes. So let's reboot the Wii and then we'll turn it off normally. So now let's move back over to my computer and plug in the SD card. Okay, I'm assuming this is the ext3 partition, so I'm gonna hit no on this. And here's this boot me thing. This is a new boot me. So we will come here, get this file. Let's download it to the proper directory. Wii Linux file. New. Oh my god, my keyboard's still plugged into my Wii. Whoops. New Wii boot me. I do not. Booty Wii. Whatever. Oh, it's an ELF file. Okay. So we will find the boot me folder in here. Let's go back here. Boot me. And now we move this into here. Delete this ppcboot.elf. And rename this to ppcboot.elf. Doesn't matter if it's PAL, okay, because it's an NTSC console. Eject, run the homebrew channel, press the home button, and click the boot me button. This will boot Wii Linux. Wait a minute or two when the Wii shows a GUI that includes green and white BW pixels. Okay, so I'm assuming we can use the Wiimote as a pointer device because it said it somewhere in here. Let's plug everything back in and get the Wii up and running again. So I just realized I wasn't recording, so all I did was follow the instructions and hit the launch boot me button. But now it's just a black screen with a blinking light on the DVD drive. So I'm going to wait for a couple minutes, see if this does anything.
I don't know what that means. It says wait 1 to 2 minutes. So I don't know what that means.
So it turns out my scuffed SD card setup might be causing problems because you can see it just unplugged itself there. And now when I push it back in, it plugs in properly. And then it unplugs after a couple seconds. So let me see if I can get this on better so that it stays in and doesn't unplug, because now there might be the problem of it didn't copy over everything properly because it couldn't. I think it would have complained though, the installer, if it couldn't find anything to install it on. So let's see if this works a little bit better. I just reseated everything, all the pieces of tape. So maybe this one will work better because I looked up on what the blinking LED means. That means it can't find anything, the SD card. So, and it's not blinking this time. So I think it might actually be doing... Oh, okay. This is... Oh, failed to bring up WLAN 0. Oh, that is Pixel. And that is the X server. Okay, so I think it auto did the X server. And that's Debian. Damn. That's surprising that it's actually like working. Because the Wii is historically underpowered. So let's see if we can... Oh my god, I'm using the Wiimote as a pointer. Hold on, I'll have an IRL video of this.
It's not the best thing in the world, but it works. Can we use buttons on this? Can we launch? I'm assuming that's a terminal. That is a terminal. Can we type? We can. There are some additional instructions on the site, so we'll follow those now.
But I am using the Wiimote as a pointer on Linux. I think this is the best Linux experience we're going to have in terms of compatibility with everything. So look at this. So I think these instructions mostly pertain to the different wireless configurations that we can do. So if I go back here to the GBA temp listing, so now we got some split screen action here. Wait until XFCE shows the start menu. Select the power button on the start menu in the bottom. Why are we going to be logging down? Okay, so I guess we're logging out of XFCE to get into a terminal session because we're going to be updating this, presumably. So, log out. Shutting down the Wii. Any key? No. Okay, so it did not shut down. That's good. So we're logging to the root account, and there's someone deciding to mow their lawn outside. Woohoo. I hope you guys can hear that. So root, and then WHIITE. So the first thing I like to do is to cat/proc/CPU info. Nintendo Wii. That shows that we're doing this real, guys. I ain't no faker. We're doing this real. This is a real Nintendo Wii with all 317 megabytes of RAM. Oh my gosh. Okay, you can see it's an IBM Scarlett. So CD/home/Wii. So these are all some files. These all look like they're for, I see Nano in there for a text editor. Opened FW, so that's probably an open Wi-Fi firmware. So let's just install all of these. Okay, so all of these have installed. So we move on to changing to the root and tar-xevf/home/Wii/open firmware. Close the terminal window and open another one after it's done. I don't know what it means by that, but we'll just check the interfaces now. Okay, so I can't show you this stuff because this is gonna be my home Wi-Fi. So we will be right back after this is done, or you know what, I'll just blur it. Probably more effort for me because I need to make sure it's actually like full. Okay, so now we should be able to start XFCE, and we should have full internet. We will check that first. I still can't believe I can use a Wiimote as a cursor. That's crazy. So let's launch up the terminal here. Oh, that didn't pop up earlier. That might mean we actually have full internet. So let's go close. Let's close you. Do we have ping? We do have ping. So ping 1.1.1.1. Network is unreachable. Okay. I don't know why this isn't working. Let's check the kernel. Linux White 2.6. So when was 2.6.32 released? You know what? Let's do a quick little Google. Oh, so this kernel has been released on December 3rd, 2009. So I don't know if I should be happy that it's not on the internet, or I don't know. I do want internet on this thing though. You know what? How about we just sudo? Actually, no, we're logged in as real. Let's just reboot. It might boot into what's it called? It might boot into our Wii firmware. We'll just have to launch through on boot me again. So interestingly, the Wii remote stayed plugged in this time. Sorry, not plugged in, but fully connected. So let's start the homebrew channel. So this is what I forgot to record earlier. That's my bad. But you just launch the homebrew channel, and then you launch boot me. You should be getting all of this. 2.6 booting. Setting up networking. I didn't see the failed to bring up WLAN 0. Uh-oh. This might not work. Oh, but this is sorry, I was just reading this still because it says the auto WLAN 1. I don't know if our interfaces was using WLAN 1 or WLAN 0. I'm gonna have to blur a lot of this again, but I need to check this.
So we're using WLAN 0.
I'm gonna Google how to manually bring up a network adapter. Okay, so by using ChatGPT of all things, if we do if up WLAN 0, does not exist. Okay. I really do not know what to do. Did we install all of these correctly? Oh my god, we don't have sudo. So the only way to do root is... Oh, wait. We might not have networking until we go into a root. So maybe go root. I forgot what the password was. WHIITE. IF up. Okay, IF up WLAN 0. Error while getting interface fags. No such device. Segmentation fault in WPA supplicant. I really do not know what to do. I don't think there's much we can do at this point because I really don't know what I'm doing here. This is ancient Linux. It's rough. Honestly, we can't really do much in this. It's got 88 megs of RAM, 3 megs of VRAM, and 729 megahertz of single core. So, you know what? I think we'll just cat proc CPU info. This was a Tesca Tech video. Just roll that outro, man. I don't know what's happening anymore. It works for other people.